The Lalmatia training site was designed and built as a part of the water operators partnership between DWASA and VEI with the financial support from the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Lalmatia training site allows the field staff of DWASA to get practical and hands-on training in the operation and maintenance of the pressurized water network, further expanding on the knowledge and expertise of the staff.
Training is an essential tool for creating knowledge and understanding and building skills among staff. Especially in the larger organizations that have many employees, yet training can introduce a base level of knowledge within the organization. This allows the organization to bring the knowledge of its employees to the same level. So during the WP2 project tenure between 2017 and 2022, we put much effort on developing and implementing training curriculum for the operational staff of DWASA. By taking stock of the learning needs, the project developed tailor-made training modules, which allowed us to introduce and explain concepts such as pressurized water distribution, district meter areas, and non-revenue water to the field operators of DWASA. So not all people learn in the same manner. If we focus too much on classroom training, we might be able to explain the theoretical concepts, but participants would still lack a practical understanding. The operators of the water utility prefer to go outside to practice what they've learned. We found that that is the optimal way of learning for them, the best way for knowledge to be applied. So to facilitate the practical training of the DWASA operators and to establish knowledge and expertise on maintenance of assets in a pressurized water network, we designed and built this training site.
The aim of DWASA is to replace the old pipe water network in Dhaka city with newly constructed district metered areas called the DMAs. By establishing the DMAs throughout the Dhaka city, DWASA will be able to supply pressurized water to all its customers. This approach requires a new set of skills for the operation and maintenance of the DMAs. In order to make it possible for the training participants to get a full understanding of how to manage the water pressure inside a DMA, the training site was constructed to include all the DMA components.
We made a final choice to build a training site, a scaled copy of a pressurized water distribution network, to show the theoretical models discussed during classroom training in real-life concepts.
The training site has been constructed as a scaled-down version of the standard DMA network. So all the components of a DMA, for example, sluice valves, bulk water meter, pressure sustaining valve, pressure reducing valve, house connections, all are available in this training site. All these components can be used to give the practical training to DWASA plumbers and operators.
All DMAs are connected to each other, effectively creating a large pressure network, which allows for the export and import of water between the DMAs. This process happens inside a specially constructed chamber that are located underground. This makes it difficult to observe the process. The training site is a miniature model of a DMA and thus makes it possible to easily understand how the water is distributed within the DMA network. A pressure sustaining valve or PSV serves the purpose of maintaining a stable water pressure in a pipe water network. For proper functioning of the water distribution inside the DMA network, it is very important that the PSV is regularly maintained. The water inside the DMA network comes from both production tube wells and water treatment stations. Most water treatment stations are located outside Dhaka city. They supply the water to the DMA network by transporting it under very high pressure by using the special transmission line. The injection of the transmission line water into the DMA network can also be modeled at a training site. There is a substantial difference between water pressure between the transmission line and the DMA network. The pressure difference inside the water network is regulated by the pressure reducing valve. For proper functioning of the water supply from the transmission line, it is very important that the PRV is regularly maintained. High water pressure can put stress on pipes, causing them to break or damage. A pressure-reducing valve protects the water pipe from bursting due to high water pressure. The water column is the most unique part of the training site. This transparent pipe allows students to understand the concept of water pressure. As the water pressure rises, the water level in the water column also rises. The water column offers a visual explanation of the physics of the water pressure.
Trainers will come and they will easily understand the system and they can implement it, or they will get more experience on this test phase.
The training site can be continuously updated with the new technology and the equipment that Dhaka DWASA decides to implement. It can be combined with the classroom training, and it can be used as a testing ground for technology and the equipment.
এই ট্রেনিং সেন্টারে আমরা এসেছি কিভাবে এয়ার রিলিজ ভালভ কাজ করে এবং রক্ষণাবেক্ষণ করা যায় সে বিষয়ে জানার জন্য।
আজকে ট্রেনিং সেন্টারে এসে আমি জানতে পারলাম একটা প্রেশার সাস্টেনিং বাল্ব খুলে কীভাবে কাজ করা যায় এবং এভাবে কীভাবে প্রেশার সেট করে এটা সমাধান করা যায়, এটা সুন্দর রক্ষণাবেক্ষণ করা যায় এবং মেনটেন্স করা যায়, যাতে পরবর্তীতে কোনো সমস্যা হলে আমরা এটা মেনটেন্স করতে পারি, তাতে কোনো সমস্যা না হয় সে বিষয়ে বিস্তারিত জানছি এবং ভালোভাবে বুঝতে পারছি। পরবর্তীতে কাজ করলে আমাদের কোনো সমস্যা হবে না ইনশাআল্লাহ।